Hi there. Welcome to City Skylines Riverdance. This is episode 39, and I'm going to start doing something new here. Because some people just watch, I think, just watch the program to see the first persons. I'm going to go ahead and do my first 15 minutes as a first person, and then do all the changes and maintenance and whatnot in my last 15 minutes. And then I can do a 30-minute video and still have a nice game that everybody can enjoy. Those of you who want to see things being changed and maintenance being done can watch, and those of you who don't can check out it after 15 minutes instead of waiting through for it to show up. So first thing I'm going to do is go over here and try and find myself a farming tractor that's coming out. And there's one right there. Okay, fruit for all returning to facility. So we're going to go ahead and ride that one to the farm area. There. And when we get to the farm area, I'm going to hop off and take a little walk around, and then maybe grab somebody else who's leaving the area to go someplace different. So, Fruit for All just made his delivery. He is returning to the farming area, which is relatively close. It's just off to the left. That's the forestry department that we just, well, we won't get to them, but they're right, where are they? They're right up ahead of us on this little plateau here. On the same basic plateau, but, you know, up ahead now is where we will be going to the farming area. And I thought I'd let you know that the blue water that you see in my game now is because I made a theme that was blue water only, and so that's, I just wanted something pretty. I didn't like that gray water. And I also from Archamida, who is a modder on Workshop, I got something called ambient sounds, so I can change how loud each of my sounds are, which I really like. I mean, you have some of that in your options, but this one gives you more. There's two other things I wanted to show you, but I won't show you till I stroll through a park. I think I told you about almost everything else. You will notice that you can see a huge distance ahead. Oh, we're in the farming area now. Okay, so I think when he gets where he's going, if I stop him and pop out before he jumps in, I should be able to stay in the farming area and take a little stroll myself. Yeah, he's not going to have far to go now, so I better pop out of him. Hope this works. There we go. Okay. And then I can just ride along, but when he disappears, I won't wind up back where I was before. At least I think that's how it works. Otherwise, we'll just come back the hard way. He's going to Fruit for All. And this street's not all that long. Yeah. There he goes. He disappears, we get to stay. That's what I was hoping for. I put all these little parks in here along little dirt roads at the back for the sole purpose of just cutting down on some of the noise in the farming area. This is the farming area. It's not very big yet. I'm trying to get the industry built up and still have a little farming and some oil and some corn, coal. Okay, so I think if I drop down right here, yeah, I should be able to just take a little stroll here. Yeah. Here comes our truck, or well, some truck, and he's headed out. And I'm going to pretend I'm a bicycler. Goes another. When they go into a building or, well, anywhere. Oh, this is always fun to watch. I got to show you this guy. When people walk in to work here, if they go into a field, they just disappear. I don't know if he's going to go into a field or a building, but I'm going to follow him, or try to follow him. Oh. I'm going faster than he is, I guess. So now if you go in here, he's not there. You know? I think this is where he went, was in the building. And he's not in there. He's not back in here. This is the inside of the fields. Oh, okay, well there's some of the animals that are making the noises. People are always wondering what's making the noises. Well, this is what's making the noises. They got them well trained. They stay within their own little spot. They don't have any fences in between them. I think somebody did a good job of making these cows and pigs. They look fairly realistic, I think. I mean, you could actually click on one of these guys and you could, you know, be the animal for a while if you wanted to. Oh, where was this guy going? Let's follow him. That should be our next thing to do, because the farming area is getting a little boring. Okay, I have to pop out first though. And either way I do it, I wind up back where I was. So now I have to go find that bicyclist. Where is he? There he is. These guys just got off bikes and they are going to work, but this fella, oh wait a minute. Where did, oh maybe he was just getting off a bike and going to work. I was hoping to grab somebody who was leaving. Okay. Going to work. No. Going to work. Going to Pegasus Small Statue Park. Wealthy. Oh, and he doesn't have a camera. Going to work. Well, shoot. Can't find a single person who's... Okay, I guess they all drive in here. Do I not have a metro in here yet? Oh, I don't. Okay. So I need to grab something that's going out. And I don't see a single car, because when they get here, they pop out and you can't go with them. All right, then I don't want to go back to the port, so I'm going to grab a leaving. Yeah. Well, this guy goes back to the port when he leaves here too. How about this guy? Nobody's full, huh? Okay. Well, then in that case, I'll just grab somebody else who's going somewhere else. Worker at, or driving home. Okay, this lady's driving home from the farming area, which I guess I didn't show you a lot of, but there isn't much there right now. That's it. Okay, so we're going to go home with Mary Murray, who works here but lives somewhere else. And she's just leaving the farming area. And my ambient sounds are turned way down. I'm going to put you on hold while I try to fix that. Okay, that's better. Nice to have a little bit of road noise and bird sounds and the music in the background. I mean, We don't want to be, driving through here as though we are deaf. Okay, over here is the Jacaranda neighborhood that I'm going to have to work on in the last 15 minutes. And we've already got 10 minutes in, so we'll see if we get where we're going with Mary before our time is up. You'll notice that in the distance now, everything you see in the distance is crystal clear. That's because I got this mod called, where is it? Cloud and Fog Toggler. And I toggled off all of the distance fog and clouds. And so now I have this beautiful, clear view in the distance, which I think is so cool. And that mod is made by Bloody Penguin. I'm checking it off as I go here. And there's two things I think I wanted to show you, but I can't show you till we get to where we're going, and if we have time I'll jump in and show you what we have in the parks now that we did not have before. She's taken a long trip home. I thought she would be going, to that neighborhood that I was showing you. And she is not. I think she must live up on the plateau up here, or maybe even up on Sky High. She's headed towards Willow Walk and Cherry Tree Lane. I think that's what I called it, the first residential with all the cherry trees on the right coming up. She might be going in there. She might be going further to Willow Walk, which is the one with all the willows and no cherry trees, or she may be headed to Sky High. Oh, nope. She's going into this neighborhood. I wish I could remember the name of it, but I can't. And when she gets where she's going, hopefully because we have a blue tag. Oh, it's on the SUV though. Yeah, so as soon as she gets where she's going, I have to try and get out of her quickly. So I think what I'm going to do instead is try and find somebody. Let's see, the same thing happens with the bikes though. Once a vehicle is vacated by a person and it's the vehicle that you're looking at in Tony 56's first person mod, you don't stay with the person if you're down in camera view. Now I can go out of it and be, I did it the wrong way. I escaped instead of tabbing. I can go out of it with a tab and wind up. She went this way, and then she went up here, and she went right down in here, and we could probably grab her. This, I think, is her. She came right in here and went right in there and went up this way, and I wouldn't be at all. Yeah, that's Mary Murray right there. Now I was down in her like so. If I had gone to green, no, if I had left it in blue and tabbed out, see, I'd still be with her, which is what I was trying to do. In case anybody else wants to know how to use Tony 56's first person, that's how you do it. Now I can follow her this way through the town, and when she pops into a building, or she pops out of, more specifically, her car, I could jump into her if I wanted to at that point. But I think what I'm probably going to do when she does that is I'm probably going to just go down in first person. Maybe I'll do that anyway. See, now there's Mary. She just popped out. And I'm going to pop out in first person, pop down in first person. She just popped out of her car, and there she is. That's the lady we were riding with. But I went in first person because we'd lose her in 2 seconds because she's going to walk into her home in no time flat here. See, right there she goes. Actually, where she went was back here somewhere. See if I can find her. She did. She went back here. She's not inside. Oh, okay, she did. She disappeared. That was the end of her loop. People have loops here, I've discovered. Okay, so unless she went into the neighbor's house. No, she didn't. Ah! My first persons are jumpy, and it's not Tony's mod. It's I've got so much on my game now that it's also going too fast. You want to be going at least that slow when you tab down and go into first person. Gosh, even that's too fast. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm at 16 minutes anyway, so there is nobody in this park today. And it's been here a while. I'm kind of disappointed in that. Really, truly am. Oh, there's somebody. One person. It must be the time of day. Everybody is just getting home. Maybe they haven't had time to go play yet. Or it's not a weekend. I don't see anybody else. Okay. Well, it's 17 minutes and I want to do the rest of the game. I want to do as the mayor, getting things fixed. So I'm going to pop out. Oh, it's Cherry Tree Parkways that she was going to. So I have work to do down here. I have work to do over here. I have work to do if I get to it over here. I have work to do. I mean, there's so much I have to do over here, up here, in Willow Walk right down here. And I probably won't get it all done in this episode, but I'm going to start now because I have 18 minutes left, putting you on pause, and I'll pop back into the real game. Okay, so I am now in the real game. It's the same game, it's just the real copy of it that I actually try to keep up. And the first thing I want to do is come over here because there's no one right now asking for workers, but there's going to be really soon. There's a low demand for commercial and industrial, and no demand for residential at the moment. But when I was playing in the fake game, which is just a copy of this, these guys suddenly decided they needed more workers. Well, people started getting sick for starters, and I think that the main problem was the water. Yeah, the water was way down. Oh, those of you who are just here to look at first persons, there will be no more on this episode. You'll want to go to one of my other series, which you can get the links to in the description in the show more below this video. You can go to the intermediate or the beginners, and maybe find something you haven't already seen there. I am going to be popping water here. Actually, I think in one of the previous episodes, didn't I make this deeper? Yes, I did. I put this ridge here on purpose so that right there, so that the water would get deeper and I could continue to use these. So I'm going to put 2 water pipes up here. Connect them in. Okay, and down here, this may have been I didn't catch it until later. People started dying on me, which, you know, when you don't have as many people, there aren't as many people to work. I'm putting the sewer pumps in now. You need those as well. And this is the regular area. And then put that one in. Now, that's going to help, but I think I'm going to need to put more out in industrial as well. We'll see what happens. I like to keep mine as high as possible. Come on, guys, start working. Sewer always takes longer. Went up a little, and a little bit more. Okay, well that's a little sewage being taken care of, but I'm going to go over to the industrial area over here where I also have something that I can use for water and sewer, and it vacates out of the map over here, goes out. It's got a little water source in it that pushes the water out. So we'll put another one of the sewers here, because there's a lot of sewage comes from different kind of sewage, but a lot of sewage comes from industrial, and it gets dumped into the water pipes, I'm sure, and has to be gotten rid of. And industrial uses a lot of water, so I'm thinking put another one here. Now that alone may solve one of my problems, which was a need for more workers, because all of this in here suddenly started, the buildings just disappeared because people were getting sick and dying. Now, being sick is one thing. We got 140 people sick, but we have 178 down to 172 people dying. And so that part is, you know, something to watch, but you've got to keep people from getting sick from the water as well. And I don't ever want to see it lower than that. Now, garbage also has to be picked up, and I have a lot of extra garbage that I need to put in. This is the industrial zone right here, and it covers this area and this little bit here. You can see how it works. And it also covers up here in the commercial area, and so just these two are covering all of that. And right now they're having trouble with it, as you can see. We have some here that are turned brown, and so I'm going to give them an extra incinerator. I have 10,000 a week at this point. If I can keep my people alive and healthy, that will be useful. Right now, my zoning for oil is only this little bit here. It wants a little more industry, so I'm going to give it industry right here, a little extra. Oh, I used the wrong street. I like to use the big streets in industry because, and I'm trying to keep everything as the bicycle lanes, because I want people to be able to bicycle to, why is this not working? There's no space already occupied, well, yeah, okay. Oh, this is that, okay. When you see space already occupied and you can't find anything, take a close look at what's occupied. I'm going to get rid of this. Then I'm going to try and put this road in. And watch, it won't be a straight road. It will be a road with a little, like, wart on it. See that little wart right there at the tip? Get down here where you can see it. Right there? That's where something, when I deleted roads or something came out, maybe even just a tree was wiped out previously, that little piece right there, there is something. You can't see it, but if you go down and get your bulldozer and go back to that area and go back and forth, it'll pick it up. See, right there. So I have to get rid of it, whatever it was. And I think there was something over here I saw. Yeah, look at that. Another one. Don't know what those are, but they're just like little extras that you don't need, and that's how you get rid of them. If something's stopping you from getting where you want to go and you can't figure out why, because there's nothing there, well, there is. It's just invisible. You have to go find it. Now, what I'm doing here is setting this up so that I can get all this ore out. I'm going to put in, I think I already have, yeah, I already put in previously all of my underground electric. That's what all these little black pillars are. But I don't have any in here, you'll notice. So I have to put some in where this is. There's one. Oops. Oh, I'm still on my towers, power lines. Don't want power lines. I want underground power lines, and I call them units. They're power units because they're under. They're, you know. And I just want enough in there so that they will pull. And I'm trying to get them in the middle as close as possible so that they don't, because buildings don't grow and roads can't go where there's this little extra thingy here. So this little underground power unit, you cannot build over the top of it. That's what was there. That's what I took out right there. I took out an underground power unit. Okay, well, I'm only just getting used to these. I'm trying to think if I got this from. Well, it's on the workshop and it's called Underground Power Unit, and I don't think I wrote down yet who. Did I? Oh yeah, it's by Brainhindert. 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 It does these underground power units, and they're fantastic. They make everything look so pretty. I think I probably told you that in a previous episode. Anyway. Okay, so the electricity is in. I need to put in, now that things can grow anywhere in here because of the electricity, I want to use this, and I'll just start here and go this way because I don't want to get it along that road, but I do want it all to fill in here where the oil is. You can see this dark stuff right here, that's ore. O-R-E. And I'm also going to start running oil because I've used up all my oil in here, and next time I do this I'll know better than separate them like that. So I'm going to put a little bit of oil in here. We're at 29 minutes already, but I do want to be able to do this, so I'm running it off of this main road and straight across, just so that the zoning for the garbage for this one, for this incinerator, for this area is right there. So I'm going to run the road, a nice large one, off right here and straight across, and just put in the tiniest little bit of oil. Just to get started on the oil, because that makes the town not have to work so hard. And I'll have a little bit of oil that way. And again, electricity has to come through here. So I'm going to run my electric line down along the road, because it can go down through the middle of the road, middle of a freeway, and get where it's going without being in the way of where you want to build things. And then once you get down in there, you can figure out how far back you have to go. And I wish I had done that. Let's see. Okay, so I want it back about the middle of this equipment here. So we'll just start there. There. Oh, that came out okay. Okay, so putting that in, I'm already at 31 minutes. And this is all I'm going to get done this time around, probably. And since that has to be out that far, I probably have to be out that far here. There we go. This way I don't have to worry about them not having enough electricity. It's all in there. They don't cost so much that I can't get away with that. Okay, so we're going to have a little bit of oil popping up here eventually. Oh, water. We need water. I'll bet you anything we need water on there. Yep, we do. Okay. I really want to put most of my oil out in here first, but I have to run these. I should have, I guess, run these roads all the way out down here. That's what I should have done. And I will do it next. But right now we're at 32 minutes and we're finished with this episode. So I'm going to go ahead and make our next episode. I'm trying to give you a nice view of the city, but when I leave, but yeah, wouldn't you know it, I can't seem to get things to work today. There we go. Okay, so I will see you in episode 40, where we will continue with a few of the other things I need to do. But first, we'll do first persons for 15 minutes. Maybe we'll watch this stuff getting built. Okay, see you then. Bye.